Hi, welcome back. So this is a video for March 2022 of Crossway's Heirloom Heritage Edition Bible in Horween leather. So this is 3 months of almost continuous daily use. And so I'm documenting once a month just to see how it changes over time as advertised by Crossway. So this month, actually, this Bible was on a bit of a trip. You might be aware that Tim Wildsmith did a couple of videos on this particular Bible, unboxing it, as well as a review of the leather, and then also a review of the Heritage Edition in general, comparing it to the goat skin. So probably saw it a couple of times early in March. So I didn't get to use it for about 2 weeks. It's definitely getting more dings and nicks in the leather, and that's okay. That's part of the process, right? The leather is starting to get this, I don't know, it's almost like all these little dots. I mean, this is not stuff that rubs off per se. So I'm not sure what all the dots are all about. Now in this video, the leather appears kind of a light or medium brown, I would say. But you know, I look past the camera and I see it's actually, to my eye, a very dark leather. Now part of it is that the light, we've got some, you know, I'm right by a window, so I'm getting some direct, well, indirect sunlight, I suppose. Well, here it is, April 2nd, and Mother Nature decided to do this again. But anyway. So this is the color. This, along the edge here, the corner of the spine, or the edge of the spine, as you see, that looks really light in the video. Yeah, I'm not sure how to capture this correctly, but that lightness is not there at all. I don't know what the camera is seeing. I think it's just reflecting off of here. Here's a shiny surface and some light coming in strangely. You know how the light is really, you know, the cover almost looks white here. It's the same thing. If I could figure out the right angle to shoot this at, that is not any lighter than the rest of the Bible, so I'm not sure what's going on. Hard to say. One of my key concerns was, you know, flexibility over time with use. And for me, it wasn't necessarily that, oh gosh, it has to be flexible, or that I would be concerned about this detail. Actually, my concern was that there were so many other reviewers who were talking about this leather who were doing very destructive things to the leather to break it in. And I will not do any of those things. This is daily use, every day. You know, open it up, read several chapters. I might spend some time where I'm working it in my hands. Like, you know, I kind of like to sit here and fold it over and things like that. Oh, just put another really good scratch in the cover. Or I might just roll the cover a little bit. You know, I might do these things just out of habit while I'm reading. But I'm not going to torture the leather and cause it to separate from the liner and get, you know, just these unwelcome wrinkles. Ugh. So having said that, one of the things I noticed as I was using it in the second half of March after getting it back from Tim was that it had become a lot more flexible in my hand. A lot floppier. It definitely sags under its own weight a lot more. Part of this could be that I'm now near the end of 2 Kings, and so I'm more in the middle than at the beginning. So there's definitely a lot more weight on either side as I hold it. You know, I'm going to hold it like this while I'm reading, or I might, you know, curl it like this while I'm reading. So, you know, I'm just using it. I'm not torturing it, and it's becoming much more flexible and soft and limp in time, without any damage to the cover other than the nicks and dings and scratches that I've been focusing on a little bit. Just looking at the stitching a little bit. Stitching still looks good, nothing's coming loose. Not going to bore us by looking at all 4 edges. They all look about that nothing's loose. The ribbons aren't fraying. I've actually started using the second ribbon now in my reading. I still think that the ribbons are too short. It's very, maybe another ½ inch to 1 inch in length. In general, just better ribbons would have been more welcome anyway. So, yeah, that's it. That's March. It's, I suppose to recap, it's more dings, more nicks, more scratches. Kind of this odd, try to focus. There we go. This odd spotting all over the leather. Softer, more flexible. To my eye, it's darker and has been getting darker than when I bought it over 3 months ago. The video isn't, see, this is right here. What I'm looking at on camera, and I look past the camera, better matches what my eye sees. The leather is a lot darker. So anyway, that's a look at this Bible in March. Yeah. Do I think that this was worth getting still? Well, to be honest, after seeing some reviews of the goatskin edition and having held that one in person, I still think I would have preferred the goatskin. This leather is the kind of thing that you're going to get because, whoa, you're actually going to use it every day. It's your one and only Bible. You want to have that individual personal character, and you're willing to put forth the time and effort to just read it and use it every day to make that happen. And if you like brown, and if you like cowhide rather than goatskin, if you like collecting dings and nicks and scuffs, then yeah, this is probably a fun leather to have. But I just don't see it being a collector's leather. There's no point in buying this and then having it sit on a shelf somewhere pristine. What's the point? If the whole purpose is to develop character through daily use, well, this is doing that. I will say this, it did have, I'm looking at this, there's no nicks to the gilt, which considering I've been using it daily, I'm a little impressed by. In fact, driving to work the other day, I had to stop all of a sudden and the Bible slid off the front seat and fell into the footwell and, splashed around in the footwell before I could pull over and retrieve it. The cover had no damage to it. The page edges, no nicks to the gilt. No wrinkled paper. I was exceedingly lucky, all things considered. But I'm rather surprised that the cover didn't have some big crease in it or scratch or something. Literally, all these nicks and dings are my fingernails. So, anyway, that's it. This is March. It's 3 months with the Crossway Heirloom edition of the Heritage. So many H's. The Heirloom Heritage edition in Horween leather. All right. Thanks. See you next month.